Let's get real.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Real Talk with Menashe. I am your host, Menashe Chinyanganya. Listen, I don't want to hear it. Okay. This is an audio-only episode. First of all, this is a podcast. So you really don't need to see me. You just need to listen. Okay? Second of all, if you knew the day I had, which I'm going to tell you about, you will understand exactly why this is audio only today. Okay? I am being tested. So let me just set the scene. When I was trying to figure out what my episode was going to be about today, like the topic, I really wanted to talk about negativity because it's so funny right now. I just want to talk about negativity because I feel like it's just, there's negativity all around, all the time. And I feel like everyone's like, wow, 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 all the time. So focused on the negative that they can't even see the blessings around them. And I'm honestly sick. I'm sick and tired of it. Right? So here I was already prepped to go, just ready to really just share. And I wake up this morning. I film in my room, right? I wake up this morning. I try to turn the lights on. Flick, 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 flick. The light's not turning on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Complete darkness. I'm like doing this for a good 10 to 15 minutes trying to make it work because it's been glitching a little bit here and there. And I was like, it simply cannot be. Babe, it is. It completely went out today. I was like, oh, okay. So that's not happening because I was supposed to do this, I was supposed to film it and everything. And I was like, okay, how am I going to do this in the darkness? Like, it's just not going to be the same. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Moving along. I go to the gym, right? I'm like, let me get a little workout in. I walk to the gym. And before I get on the machine, I was doing the elliptical today. Before I get on, I like to tighten my shoelaces. So here I am tying my shoes, doing a little bit of stretching. And right when I'm about to tie like my left shoe, maybe, the shoelace snaps. It snaps, but just the one side. So it's like uneven, like... I start laughing because like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? I start laughing. I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, so here I am now trying to tie my shoelaces together, like tie the shoelace that snapped so that I can tie the shoe. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? So here I am just trying to tie the shoelace. I'm just cracking up because I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, it's fine. So I figure that out. I go, right? Do my little workout. Then I get back. I'm like, I need to do some laundry, right? I need to do some quick laundry. This is like a really busy week. I go, I put all my stuff in in the washing machine, the laundry detergent, all that. And right when I tried to start it, it's saying error. I was like, simply, this cannot be. Like, this cannot be. And I keep doing it again and again and again. And like I said before with the lights, like, yeah, sometimes it says error, whatever, but then it starts. Honey, today it did not start. Okay, so I have put all this detergent at the very bottom, like wasting detergent. And, at a certain point, I really had to stop and say, am I being tested? Like, here I was about to sit and be like, guys, why are we so negative all the time? Like, look at the blessings around you. And by the way, I still stand on that. But I really was like, you know what? I feel like the Lord was like, you want to talk about negativity? Here's a test. I'm going to just like let all these little things happen. And like individually, like they're not the end of the world. And by the way, like I never said that these weren't first world problems because they are. But when things start happening one after the other, when I had like such a busy day, like I can't express, when people say they have a busy day and it's like, okay, like it's not that busy. It's just this phrase I feel like we all say all the time. No, today is one of those days where it's actually so busy, like every hour is accounted for and all these little things are happening. And it's just not a part of like what was supposed to be happening, not a part of my process. Okay. And so I just feel like, I had this moment where I was like, you know what? I think this is a test. But you know what? One thing about me is I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass it because here was my point all along. Here's what I wanted to say. Sometimes negative things happen. Some things like are out of our control and there's things we cannot do, right? But I feel like in the midst of the negativity, I personally feel like we should look at the glass half full. Okay, looking at the glass half empty does nobody any good, and staying in a state of negativity will just continue to bring you down. Okay, I could have canceled today's episode. I could have been like, you know what, this is not happening today. Okay, I can't film it. I'm in darkness. I'm sitting here right now in my room in complete darkness because the light is out. Okay, I could have just like given up on the laundry. I moved my clothes to the other washing machine. Okay, I lost detergent. Guess what? I have more. It's gonna be okay. I figured out how to tie my freaking shoes in the gym, and I got on the elliptical and I kept it moving. My point is, if you allow yourself to stay in a negative state of mind, then everything, you're just like putting a whole damper on the whole day, the week, the month, the season that you're going in. But if you refuse to let negativity get you down and you still continue to find the positive things in the midst of the negativity, I promise you will come out of it. I promise you it's not a forever thing. It's just a moment in time. And I think it's just really funny that this is what I wanted to talk about today anyway. And here we go with all these little things that happened to me. But I think that it still works out. It still works out. Here's the thing about negativity as well, is it's always going to be there. There's always going to be something to be negative about. Okay. But I would just urge you guys to not allow it to take over completely. Sometimes you need to vent and complain and whatever. Fine. Okay. We're human. Things are not perfect, but don't allow yourself to stay in that space. That is my whole point of it. Okay. Because if you want to breed negativity, it is very easy to do. Look around. There's negative things that happen on a day-to-day basis. This world is so corrupt. It's insane. And it's really easy just to be negative all the time, but it's not productive and it's not helpful, and it's certainly not going to help you in your life at all. So what I like to do when I, am having feel negativity or going through things that are just really inconvenient, I like to see the opposite of it or think about, the opposite of what's happening. So for instance, I'm just going to walk you through this day. When the lights weren't turning on this morning, I said, you know what? It's fine. At least I woke up this morning. You know what? At least I can go outside. At least I can figure something else out. It's not the end of the world. When my shoelace snapped at the machine, that's when I did start to laugh. I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. You know what? I can figure this out. I'm grateful to have legs that work. I'm grateful that I can get on this machine and I'll figure it out some way, somehow. Maybe I need new shoelaces. And don't even get on me on the new shoelaces, because the thing is, my shoelaces are black, so it didn't look like they were withering away. I had no idea that they were going to snap today, okay? But that being said, I figured it out. Where there is a will, there's a way. It was a little DIY, if you will. But I crafted it together, got on the machine, and called it a day. When the machine was saying error, okay, and I couldn't get my stuff in the washing machine after using so much detergent, because the clothes that I was washing are sweaty and dirty and whatever. When it wasn't working out, I said, you know what? Thankful that there is another machine that I can use. Okay, I'm losing a little bit of detergent. It's not the end of the world. Grateful that that wasn't my last little batch. Okay, and I can use more detergent and call it a day. I like to look at the glass half full. Okay, these things are not the end of the world, and everything is going to be fine. So that's my message for today. The irony is not lost on me about how this all went down, and it's a little bit shorter of an episode because I was not kidding when I said that this is such a busy day for me, but I wanted to say it because I'm living it right now. But I refuse to let the little things in life get the best of me, and I hope that in this season of your life you will do the same. Things sometimes happen that are out of your control. Negativity sometimes does get the best of you, but I urge you to get out of it as quickly as possible. See the glass half full. Know that you have so much. You have breath in your lungs. You can move your body. There's so many things to be grateful for. There's so many blessings in the midst of things not going your way. And that is what I want you guys to focus on. Okay. Everything's going to be okay. Life is good. We're good. Everything's good. And so that's really all I wanted to say. This might be my shortest episode yet. I'm not even sure, but the message is clear. Okay. I love you guys. I wish you guys the best week ever. Next week's episode will be longer, I promise. And I will talk to you next week. Bye. Let's get real.